we started the broadcasting already, but we have zero participants so far. What are we going to do? Waiting. All right, let's be waiting. Oh, great, we've got three participants so far. 4 participants, very well. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Ksenia. If you don't know me, I'm very glad to see you here. And I hope you enjoy this time together with me and ladies who are going to help me a little bit. And please, this is a very important question. If you watch this webinar from your computer, please put a plus. If you are watching this webinar from your smartphone, please put a minus in the chat. It's very important. Okay, while I'm waiting for your feedback, why this is important? Because several activities which we are going to practice today, you will need to use your smartphone separately from your computer, and you will need to see what is happening on the screen as well. So, Natasha, do we have any comments, pluses, minuses so far?
No. For now, no.
Not yet. All right. So still waiting. All right. So let's start with the very first thing, our presentation itself. So this is how it looks. The 12 tech tools, which will be very useful for teachers. All right, so we will start with the first resource, and this is wordle.com, a very good resource which you can use to create such diagrams. And in these diagrams, you can put all the key vocabulary which you want to use during the class. You can use it for revision, you can use it just to have fun, you can use it for attendance, anything. It's pretty easy to make. Just go to the website and enter the words which you would like to have in this in this chart. If you want to have some word bigger and bolder, just type it several times. So, for example, in this current chart, I had the word Wordle typed 3 times and all other words typed just once. So you have the word Wordle bigger. All right. Do we have any feedback so far? 5 participants. Good. All right. The next activity, next thing which I'd like just to highlight for you. This is Class Dojo. It's a thing which you can use to animate your class a little bit, to involve your students in more active participation. We are not going to enroll you right now in this activity, but I would like to show you what it does actually. So we go to this website, Class Dojo. You can register. They have very, very detailed and nice instruction. But first, let's watch the video and see what actually happens in class when you use this service. Okay, so even though this was originally designed for engaging children, you can still use it for your adults. Yeah, hi again. So you can use it to involve your adults because you can assign funny monster characters for every of your students, and they will cooperate during the class with each other, and we'll get some feedback about their um, activity and participation and everything. Pretty nice thing. Just explore this resource. All right, let's move on and we go to our next resource. So I'm still waiting for your pluses and minuses. Please put a plus if you watch this webinar from the computer and a minus if you use only your smartphone. So the next thing, flashcards are a very important part of any educational process. You can use the paper flashcards, electronic flashcards, special resources for flashcards. Flashcards are everything. So I would like to introduce you to several very nice resources. And the first resource is massenglish.com, which is primarily, focused on creating paper print flashcard, but it also has several presentations, PPTs, and so on. So let's go to this website and see how it actually works. Here we go. Let me make it a little bit bigger for you. All right, so here you can see everything that is available on this website. If we go to the flashcard, this is something that I use it mostly for. You already have already made sets of different topics. So let's go to family, for example. And here you can see the targeted language, and you can download large flashcards, medium flashcards, small game cards, a handout, which will have all the vocabulary just on one page together with pictures. You can download the PowerPoint presentation, which will have the words and the pictures on it. And beside this, you can use different applications here to create word searches, crosswords, board games, and so on, based on the vocabulary given in these sets. So it will include the pictures, it will include the words which are present in these sets. All right, the next thing, very, very important one, is Quizlet.com. Hopefully you have been introduced to this service already by our methodologists. Thank you very much to them for this. And I'd like just to give you a guided tour around this resource. So this is what you see when you sign in your account. You can have create different classes. You can create different folders to organize your sets. You can actually search for ready-made sets and put anything, let's say, I know, market leader, intermediate. And here we go. Someone has done already a pretty good job, and you can just use any set which is available here, or you can use, or you can go to your profile and create your set by yourself. When you create a set, you put the name here. You can type every word manually, but it takes a lot of time. What I recommend you is to go to this link, input from Word, Google Docs, and so on. And here you can just put several words and basically copy paste the words here in column. And it automatically puts all of them in the first column, the term, and leaves the definition empty. When you import, here we go. We've got all the words. Here you can choose the language. If you want to have the translation, you will have the translation here. And if you click onto this button, you have the different options for translation, so you don't need to type everything in. You can change the language to English, for example, and instead of translations, you will get the definitions. And here we go. To witness, to, oh, okay. We have different things here. What else you can add? You can add pictures, just like this. Put any picture which you like. If you don't like the picture available here, you can change the keyword in this section and put it, for example, exam. Click on the arrow, and here you have different set of pictures. When you are done, just click create and you're done. Don't forget to change and put who can see this set, who can edit this set. If it's just by you, it will be only you with this access. If it's certain classes, you can assign this set to your classes, and they will be able, and what I highly recommend to do, they will be able to add the definitions and pictures. So what I usually do, I just create a set with the terms and send it to my class, and the students fill the definition and picture section by themselves. All right. So as soon as you have your sets, let's see what you can do with them. Let's go to, let's say, the upper, and here I have already a lot of sets. Let it be the food topic. So this is what you see when you have the full set done. Definition, someone has put the translations here, pictures, it's up to them, whatever they like. If you want to edit the list, you can add single words here, edit single words, like type the term, type the definition. You can add the words, at the very bottom you have here, add or remove terms, and you will add them individually. But if you want to work with a lot of words at once, I recommend you to use this button, which is edit button. And if you click on it, you get to the edit mode, and you get all these functions of drop-down definition lists and pictures available, as well as bulk import of the vocabulary. Next thing which is available here, something that our students are supposed to do, it's learn mode, flashcards, write, spell, task, match, gravity game. Just explore it yourself. They are very useful. The learn option has been added recently. It combines several activities and has a set of about probably 7 or 8 new words for students to learn at once. As for flashcards, they will just see regular flashcards. Options, audio off. We don't need it right now. So you see the definition. You can elicit the definition from the students. This is something that I started doing recently, doing such dictations. When I just show to my students the definition part, they write the word, then they click, and here we go. We have the word. They check themselves. Proceed to the next one. Again, you have this definition, click it, and so on. So this is how they learn. You can use it also to test your students as well. Matching and gravity are just games. Something else that I would like to highlight here is that you can add this set to a class or folder. It's very useful if you want to organize all your sets logically. You can see class progress if you are signed up to the teacher mode, but here we have this ellipsis sign. If you click here, you can see you can copy, you can get scores, you can print, you can combine your sets. For example, if you want to do the revision of several units, so let's see, intermediate. Let me choose upper, here we go. So you can add several sets here, and based on them, create cards, create tasks, play different, or just create a separate set. And it will use all the vocabulary from that option. Another useful thing is the print option here. Which allows you to create different types of printed stuff. So for example, it can be just a table with pictures or without pictures. So basically, if you create your Quizlet set, you don't need any other additional printed stuff. So here you have it. It can be in the form of a glossary, a traditional one, which you can find in the end of the books, like this. You can create it in form of cards, small cards, like stripes of paper. You can add the images there. The stripes will become a little bit bigger. Or what I prefer is large cards. They're very comfortable in use during the class. You can also make it double-side printing, and it automatically puts all the terms on one side, the definitions on the other side, and if you set your printer to a double printing mode, you'll get them nicely on one piece of paper. As soon as you have chosen the option which you like, the layout, open PDF, and then just print it the way you like it. All right, there is one more very, very nice option here, and it is called Quizlet Live. And this is something that I would like my ladies to help me with. So first, let's watch how it works in the video. Our demo group. So as you open your set and you go to the live mode, Quizlet Live, right here. Am I still demonstrating the screen? Mm-hmm. Okay, and first let's see how it actually works. Maybe where's you need to go anywhere yet. So let's watch how it works. This is the video from the developers, and after that we will demonstrate the demo group.
Hi, I'm Thompson. I work here at Quizlet. Today we're going to show you our new in-class activity, Quizlet Live. Quizlet Live allows you to use your study sets in the classroom to help your students learn soft skills like teamwork and communication and hard vocabulary skills. I'm here in Quizlet's office with our team. We love to test our products before we ship it out. Today, the team are my students. Say hi, team. Hi, Mr. A. We're going to show you what Quizlet Live will look like in your classroom. Every student or a mobile device. First, we'll select Live Study Mode, and then click Create Game. So my teacher computer is into their web browser. Quizlet Live works with a mix of devices, so any student should be able to join in no time just by entering the 6-digit code above. As students join, you can see the student count and the names of students who have joined. It's important to encourage your students to type in their real names. That way, they can easily find their team for the next step. If one of your students types in, scratch it out, and then have your student re-enter their name. And then teams of 3 to 4 students. This helps students who normally don't talk to each other learn to work and communicate together. Now our students are teams. Teams will need to communicate to pick the right term and work closely together well for introducing new material and final reviews before assessments. My teacher computer is now projecting the leaderboard. The first team to 12 wins. However, one wrong answer will send you back to the start. Oh, sorry, snakes. Congratulations, penguins. As soon as the game is over, we can review how the whole class did. We can see what terms they learned by playing the game, terms they regularly miss, and terms they know by heart. I can also use this time to review frequently missed pairs and help reinforce these concepts. In schools across the country, we're always looking for ways to improve it, and we want to hear about problems you encounter. Thanks.
All right, and now we are going to demonstrate for you how it works. How to close this? Oh, look, that's right. So we are going to demonstrate how it works together with ladies. I will jump between the screens to show what we have on the participant screen. See on your teacher screen. So I'm sorry if it takes a little bit of time. So what you see on your teacher screen first, it's this, right? So you see the set which you want to test. You go to live mode here, and you create a game. It's right here, create a game. What you have with a star, you need to upgrade to the teacher mode, but they still have options available. Here we go. We're almost there. Almost there. Oh, what's going on? Connection. Internet connection. Sorry, ladies. Let's try, guys. This is something you can never predict, right? Okay, so while we're waiting for the game to upload,
So what happens that we're all together?
yeah,
Just sitting.
something that you will see on, or your students will see on their screens when they go to Quizlet.live. Quizlet.live, this is where your students have to go. Something like this. On your teacher screen, they will see a number, the code, which they will input later. Or probably will not do it today. Or probably will not do it today. I have a suggestion, ladies.
Can you make it from the tablet or
No, but what we can do is wait until it loads, and I will explain some other activities, and when it's done, we'll get to this.
Why not?
All right. Okay, so let's proceed with the different stuff which we have. We have got quite a lot, actually. And where is my presentation? It's right here. Well, we'll get to Quizlet Live a little bit later, hopefully. Next application for flashcards is Anki. Anki, this is a platform which includes spaced repetition as a part of the program itself. If not available online, you can only download it and create flashcard there. The only one thing which I don't really like about it is that you have to type every word and definition by yourself. You can download it from this website, Anki, where you can find pretty much useful information. It has different versions for Windows, Mac, Linux, iPhone as well, Android, and others. What I recommend my students to use is Anki app, which is a cross-platform mobile and desktop flashcard application. Cross-platform, between which platforms it crosses? It crosses between Anki with the spaced repetition stuff and Quizlet. So what I really like about it is that you can download your sets from Quizlet there and practice with all the advantages of Anki. With the spaced repetition, you set the number of cards you would like to test yourself on, and so on. So the website looks like this. You can get the material from Quizlet. You can study and see the flashcards as they are. And when you see the card and when you answer, you just evaluate yourself whether it was a fail from you or it was an easy card and so on. You will receive the analysis and the feedback of your progress. It also shows how often you practice, how much you have done already. You can edit every card if you want to. And I'm going to show you how it looks on my tablet. So here is this application, MP app. Hopefully it works. Yeah, this is a little bit faster. All right, and I have pretty many sets here. I haven't studied them for a while, so you can see your progress here. If you study something every day, it will show how much you have studied. It shows you how long it took you to review every card, every set, and so on. So let's go to English set, for example. Play. And here we go. You get the cards. Great, suffering from worry, which is anguish as far as I remember. So you flip the card. And yes, it's anguish. So for me, it was easy. And like this. Required by law or rule, compulsory. Yes. Easy. Something, okay. Give up, to give up something. Ladies, quit. Quit. Okay, let's take the quit. 3 nouns. So it was a fail. I put it there. Yeah, I put it here and like this. And I have put a set. So you see the statistics already, forward studied, your score. And you can set how many words you would like to study during one session, and like this. So I would highly recommend this application for you. I'm afraid we're not going to have any Quizlet live today.
Has it uploaded yet?
Yeah, it's still loading, you see? It's still loading. I have done it. Probably let's try a different set, but it has no connection, actually. But let's try a different set. I really would like to show you how it works, our ladies and gentlemen, because it's very, very nice. Okay, this one is with the translations. Let it be whatever. Let it be with the translations. Just start. Doesn't want to start. Am I showing my screen or myself? Myself. Okay. Well, by now, let's proceed to the next thing. Kahoot.
Okay.
Okay, Kahoot. Kahoot, this is something that I would like you to participate in. We've got 8 viewers. So please, if you have your computer and your smartphone, put a plus. Smartphone, put a minus. This is very, very important for us to know. So Kahoot. As a teacher, you will use kahoot.com. On this website, you can create Kahoots. So let's see how it works, and then we will get into details. Okay, so now it's our turn to play Kahoot. As a teacher, you will use this page, kahoot.com, and it allows you to create different Kahoots like quiz, jumble, discussion, and survey. Discussion is a fast Kahoot which includes just one question which you would like to discuss with your students right now on the spot. All the other three involve a little bit of your preparation, and we are going to try all three of them today. Of course, you can create your Kahoots, or you can find already made Kahoots on any topic which you like. All right, today we will play 3 Kahoots. And if you have your smartphone, please follow the instructions if you have the smartphone and the computer together. So the first type of the Kahoot we are going to play is quiz. Quiz. It includes questions and different options to answer, and the students have to choose the correct option. So I choose this one. As a teacher, you will see the questions. You can edit it, you can duplicate it, you can preview it, you can change the timing, you can create it, you can do anything you like. We are going to play it now. So this is what you see on your screen as a teacher. Let's choose the classic game. And again, this is what you see on your screen as a teacher. And you will ask your students to join at kahoot.it. Kahoot.it. Pay attention, not .com, but .it. So please go to your browser and go to kahoot.it and enter the game pin. Okay, don't click here. I'm going to show you how it looks on the screens. So kahoot.it, and you enter pin, enter.
Okay, can you quickly?
Yes, probably. And then you need to put your, yes.
Yeah.
And then you need to enter your name. So please enter your name. And when you have entered your name on the screen of the teacher, you will see the names here. So we're waiting for all our participants. At least 4. If you have your computer and your smartphone, please participate with us. Nanetta, Olya.
We will wait for some online pieces, right?
Yes. You can involve anyone in this. 7 people are watching. People, where are you? If you are watching, please join us. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will also join the screen, the game, kahoot.it. Are you all there? You're in. Okay, wait a second. I will show what happens if you're in. Yeah, I can have you. So, when you are in, you'll see this. You're in the game. Thank you.
Oh, just one.
Yes. We are really doing. We've got 5 players. Okay, and I will also join.
Kira, who is Kira? Oh, Kira! Hello, Oh,
Oh, we got 6. I guess great. You're doing great.
Success.
And I'm also in. I'm also in. Okay. Start the game. Be prepared. You will see a question on the teacher's screen and the options below the question. But on your screens, on your smartphones, you will see only 4 colored squares. So please click the square which is correct answer. So let's start. Idioms with clothes, New Inside Out Upper, Unit 1. To be intelligent and able to think quickly, you have 4 options. Be as dry as a bone, be as bright as a zip, be as bright as a button, be as dry as chips. And on your screen, you will see this. So choose the option which you believe is correct. So here are the questions.
To be intelligent and able to think.
3 answers,
God.
5 answers. We're still waiting for 2 more answers.
2 more answers, guys. Come on.
If you have some questions, please type in chat so that we can cooperate. Oh, all right. Anyway, you can still, even if you haven't put their answer here. So the correct answer is to be as bright as a button. We have just one wrong one. Let's proceed to the next question. So here we go. We have the scoreboard, and even if you get the correct answer but later than someone else, you get less points. Yeah, if you are super fast and correct, you get the most amount of points. Next question. To spend less money than you did before because you have less money. And 4 options: pull up your pants, tighten your belt, shut your mouth close, suck your finger.
This is life.
Well, click anything.
Okay, 4 answers. These are I just can't click all the time blue because I like the color.
Six answers. Okay, one more person. Wow. Yeah. Just one thing. We have the time, how's it called? Gap or something. Yeah, between the real video and the broadcasting. So just try to hit any answer as soon as you see the screen. The option is tighten your belt. Shut your mouth closed and suck your finger. Probably the wrong options. Nice ones. Okay, so what a big surprise. Okay. All right. Next one. To be the person in a relationship who is in control and who makes decisions for both people. How many seconds? More?
One word.
Yay, we got 7. Everyone has participated. Amazing. And the right answer is wear the trousers. Who wears the trousers in your house? Yeah, okay. Next one. Oh, what a big surprise.
To make your feelings and emotions obvious rather than hiding them.
You were second, so you won't win anyway because you are still in the leading positions. Just because. Come on. Nice color. Nine girls online. Yeah. But they think that they have 45 seconds, but in reality they have 2 seconds. Maybe you can allow
All right, so the time is over. Wear your heart on your sleeve.
The first call.
Okay, so I'm going to end the game now to show some other options. But you can see the, sorry. Yeah, the scoreboard, you can see the results, all of the results. You can show feedback, and your students can put whether you like it or no. Girls, can you put something here?
How do you rate?
Yeah, how you rate it, the rating, the feeling, are you happy about this or not? So all your students can participate in this and you see whether they liked it or not. Okay, so now we are going to play different type of Kahoot. And this will be Jumble Kahoot. And in Jumble Kahoot, you need to move the squares with colors into correct order, to put the letters or the words in the correct order in the sentence. So this Kahoot is based on collective nouns, and in this case you will have just one word separated by letters for every square, and you need to put it in correct order. I have put the time limit 60 seconds, but we have a gap of about 30 or 35 seconds, probably, the time difference between the broadcasting. So actually, the ones who are watching it on YouTube, you have about 20 seconds only to make your choice. All right, so let's play it. Let's play it. Again, I will show you what you see on your teacher screen and on your student screen. Your students need to go to kahoot.it and enter the game pin. And this is a different game pin. Please enter it. Let's see how many people we have here. You're in. Actually, there is one thing. If you don't like the name of a person, like M or O, you can just delete it. If you have some naughty names, and this person will be forced to put a different name. Yeah, actually, beware. Some students are naughty. They are naughty. So you have control over the names which they use in the game.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. All right. So 5 participants. Kira. Okay. Lesa. Anyone else? Okay. So probably let's start. So I will show you what happens. A party of friends. This is the question which you have. Of grapes. So you have to put these blocks in the correct order to make a word missing here. Ladies, I'm sorry, but I need to show what we have here. And on your screen, you will have something like this. And you need to move it like this. And like this, for example. So I return to the teacher's screen so that you can see what to move. You can change the order. You can change the order, and if you are sure that this is all right, click K. Click K. Okay. So here is the correct order: bunch of grapes. Well, this was the first try. Let's proceed with the next question. Nanetta, congratulations! You got it right.
Thank you.
Okay. M of cattle. Don't forget to click K if you are sure in your answer. You can use this Kahoot to practice the word order in sentences, for example. To practice the correct spelling of the words. To, I know, remember what order of adjectives you have. Whatever, it's up to you. So 5 answers. Yeah, actually, about the music, some of my students, they are begging for the music. If I have some problems with the speakers, they're like, oh, where is the Kahoot music? Oh, 100%, great. So one more try, good job. I'm always number 4. All right. Okay. Please, if you have some questions, type in chat so that we can see that there are some questions if you don't get how it works. And the correct order is crew. Crew of sailors. All right. And one more Kahoot. One more type of Kahoot. Who is the winner? Nanette is the winner. And one more Kahoot, it's a survey, and again, you can participate if you want, and I'm going to show how it works. Let's take your generation, for example. You will see the questions. There are no right or wrong answers. It's just opinion collection. So 10 seconds. Ladies, only you are going to participate in this. Just see how it works. Basically, it's the same as in a quiz. Right or wrong answers here. So again, you go to kahoot.it. enter the new pin. Here we go. We have the 5 players. So the first question is your generation going to do better or worse than your parents' generation? Better or worse? Just collection of opinions. Okay, and we have some. So what you can do with this afterwards? You get the number, and you can ask your students to have a small discussion about this. Why do they think that our generation is going to do better than our parents' generation? Pair, small discussion, and you proceed to the next question. And the next question is, just one more. Is your generation better or worse than your parents?
Why do you want to skip this question? That's a different question.
Different question.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a different question.
Okay, yeah.
Well, the next, is your generation better or worse for the environment than your parents?
No,
Worse. And like this, you just have this discussion writing. So it's very good if you have some different opinions and you can pair people with different opinions together, and they can have pretty lively discussion. All right, let's see whether we have our Quizlet.
Oh, come on.
I'm very sorry. We really wanted to show you how Quizlet Live works. Because you have like one question and you have to work in teams, because the options for answers are present on several devices, and the team has to work together to negotiate which answer is the most correct one. Unfortunately, something goes wrong with the technology, it doesn't start, but I still have something good to share with you. I still have something ready to share with you. Let's move on. Ladies, I'm sorry, but I think that we are not going to do Quizlet Live yet, but thank you very much for your participation.
Thank you. Just let us play with you.
Okay, so Kahoot.com we have tried with you, and let's fast forward. Kahoot.it is for our students. Let's fast forward to other applications and services which we have. So timers, if you have use timing for your students, it's nice to use different funny timers like this. Classic classroom timers, cracking fun timers, sport theme timers, animal timers, and so on. I personally love using the bomb, probably. You can just set the screen time which you need. For example, let it be 3 seconds. You can use the screen if you want. Seconds set, you start, and here's what happens. You can use different other timers, different countdowns. So it's really a fun thing to use in your class. This one is more like Christmas themed, probably. So this is how it works. It melts and gives a nice sound. So you can choose the one which works the best for you. The next tool is puzzlemaker.com. On this website, you can create your own puzzles in different formats, like word search, like fallen phrases, like crisscross or traditional crossword, like cryptograms, like double puzzles, like mazes. It's pretty comprehensive, so just go and explore it yourself. The next thing is elo.org. It offers a wide variety of English listening lessons. It has over 2,500 free ESL lessons with audio and video. And this is how it looks. You can choose the different level of your students, different topics. You can search for particular topics and have like listening in a video class ready to go. The next resource is vocaroo.com. This is a recording service, voice recording service. You just simply click to record, click on the button and record yourself. And you can send this email via a file in messengers and so on. Students to create some recording and send it to you, and or you can give voice feedback, anything that you like. One more thing is the Ruby Star for teachers.org. This is a nice resource which you can use to create for your students. For example, this one was created for Toastmasters formal speech evaluation, and I included different categories and the points which students get for every. And I gave these rubrics to my students so that they were able to evaluate the speakers. It also gives your students understanding of what is required from them. And the last thing I would like to share with you today is qrstuff.com. qrstuff.com is this website which you can use to generate QR codes from anything you want. What is a QR code? It's a picture like this, with a lot of dots and so on. You can create QR codes for different data type like website, YouTube video, image file, PDF file, Google Maps, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Dropbox, just plain text, and so on and so on. You can try different ones. You can choose the different color of your QR code, and so on. So you just basically type in the URL or download or upload the file, the picture, anything, and create the QR code. What you can use them for is to code any information and make it and give it to your students in more amusing way. The only one thing which you need on your smartphones is the QR code scanner. Please go right now on your marketplace or app store, whatever you use, and download a QR scanner. You are going to need it for the activity coming. Any QR scanner will do. If you have downloaded one, please put plus in the chat. I have encoded 2 videos for you in QR, and please scan the QR codes which you see on your screen, and in the chat please type the name of the video which you get there. While I'm waiting for your feedback, just want to say that this is a really fun thing. You can encode any information, print it, cut it out, and stick around the classroom and make your students go and look for something. You can put different pictures there and ask them to collect only vegetables, for example, or to collect all the red stuff, or to collect anything. You can encode words there and ask them to go around and make a real sentence from these words. You can have targeted language there. You can, I know, grammar revision, anything, just in a fun way. And the good thing is, if you want to do some tests there, you can have a PDF file, and your students won't be able to see what is behind the QR code only until they actually download the information using this QR code. Okay, do we have any comments? Please participate. Well, anyway, even if you're watching this as a recorded broadcasting, please go and see what is behind these QR codes. One more thing is QR hunt, something that I have already mentioned. And I'm going to show you an example of the QR hunt which I have prepared. It's this. I've got here 12 QR codes, and the task is to find all vegetables for one group, for another group to find all celebrities, and for the third group to find class activities. This was prepared for our real-time training, not for broadcasting. But you can also do this task by yourself. And if you find all three of something, please type it in the chat. So far, this is everything that I wanted to share with you today. The only one thing which I really regret of not showing you in real life, it's the Quizlet Live. But hopefully the video which we have watched today gave you some hint how it works. Try to do it with your students. The minimum amount of participants needed to create the Quizlet Live is 4. So if you have 4 students in class, you can play this game. As long as we have put the most attention to Quizlet and Kahoot, these 2 services are the ones which we highly recommend you to use in your class, because they make the educational process more amiable, more animated. The students get really engaged in it. And telling you from my personal experience, as soon as they hear the sound of a Kahoot, before I project it on the screen or before I ask them to go to kahoot.it, they get really excited about it. Sometimes if we don't have it for a long time, they keep asking me about it when we are going to have another Kahoot. Quizlet Live is a regular thing. As soon as we have 4 students in class minimum, we do the revision of a current set or for a previous set before the mid-course test, for example, or the final test. We always do this revision with the Quizlet Live. If you don't have enough students, you can still use Quizlet flashcards in class, giving this sort of dictations and tasks to your students. You can use Quizlet cards printed and use them in different activities in your class, even if you have less than 4 students. So I highly recommend you to use these 2 services, as long as the other ones, which I also use in my class. If you find them useful, if you find them nice and interesting, please give us some feedback. We will appreciate it very much. After this webinar, all who have participated will receive a PDF file with all the activities we have mentioned today, with their websites, with their application and their description as well. Thank you very much for participating in this webinar, and we were happy to have you with us. Bye.